I came in to try the emotion code to see if it could help me move past my ex, move on with my life, release all those bitter emotions that I was holding on to, let go of all that, and finally just be free. We were together for 10 months, and we've been broken up for about a month, but before that it was on and off for quite a while. What I experienced in the emotion code session was essentially my subconscious mind was able to be my voice and kind of speak for me and release things that I didn't even know I was holding on to, like betrayal, unreceived love, abandonment, worry, anger, terror, fear, and all of these emotions that had been built up and that I had held on to from a young age. Emotions that I felt toward like my mother and my father because of certain events in my past. All those emotions had once again been held on to, and they resurfaced in this relationship where once again I was afraid of abandonment, I was fearful, I was too giving, and it allowed me to become a mold for this person. How the subconscious was able to show through was essentially I would put my arm out completely limp, and she would push it down and push it back up, and if it went down without any resistance, essentially that was a no. But if it bounced back up and if my arm was resisting, and subconsciously I was doing nothing to control it, it was just what was happening physically, then that meant yes. So we were asking yes or no questions that essentially led to the revealing of what emotions and what feelings I was harboring. And it was creepy accurate. Like, it was so accurate in a weird way, because it didn't say yes to things that weren't feelings that I felt. Every emotion that it said yes to were emotions that immediately I was like, yeah, like, that's true, that really is me. So yeah, that's how the subconscious basically spoke. And it also was accurate on what ages it was that those emotions had kind of taken hold of me. And I know that because I've had something happen to me at a very young age that has had a huge effect on my life, and that essentially is the cause of a lot of my emotional turmoil. And it got those ages too. It was like, yeah, it was around this age that you started harboring this. And at first I was like kind of reluctant to say, but that was true. That really is what happened. I'm feeling light, I'm feeling released, I'm feeling as if I have a clear distance from all the things that were bothering me. It's no longer like a pounding heaviness on my shoulders. I feel more free, and I feel as though that's all in the past. It's kind of weird. It's kind of as though my mind is kind of foggy toward it. Like, not foggy in general, but when I think about him and I think about that situation, it's not like sharp and daggery in my mind. It's like a foggy cloud that I can easily kind of overlook. Before, it was like just like my entire being was consumed with thinking about this person and the whole situation and what I could do to maybe fix it, or no, you shouldn't, it was like a conflicting, my mind and my every day, all day was like a war zone between me wanting to fix it and me having to convince myself that was wrong. And I was just sad all the time. I was so preoccupied. I wasn't living my life, and I didn't even want to get out of bed. I was really depressed. And now I'm it's just, I feel light, I feel free, and I don't feel sad anymore, which is the most important. What's next for me? I'm going to be just working on myself, grinding, living each day as it comes. And I think that's the most important thing, right, is living each day for myself and taking everything that happens to me as it comes and living in the moment, because I don't want to look back and feel as though I wasted all of this time thinking about someone else and not having fun and not just doing the things that I want to do and building myself and building my career. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Before, I remember myself before I met this person, I was like so vivacious, I was full of life, it was so much fun. Me and my friends were always like going out, getting into adventures and just having so much fun. And the thing is that of relationships like that, they have a way of isolating you and distancing you from who you are. And when someone truly is like an oxygen thief, like my ex was, someone who's all consuming of my entire mind, all my feelings, for those 10 months, my life essentially was just, what can I do to make him happy? What can I do to fix this? What can I do to make him not mad at me? How can I be better? Like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. That throughout that relationship, I forgot what I used to do for fun, and I forgot who I was. I forgot, I don't even know what I spent all my time thinking, because now my mind was just constantly like him. Who was I before I met him? What did I do? And I'm excited to get back to that and remember who it was that I was and what I did for fun. And it'll be nice to not be someone else's manipulation object anymore. Yeah, it's gonna be amazing to not be haunted anymore by that relationship or by anybody.